detail. President Bola emphasized the Ministry of Works and Housing to form a new Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, demonstrates his commitment to the appointment of architect Ahmed Musa Dangiwa as Minister and Abdullahi Tijani Gwazo as Minister of State signaled a renewed focus on increasing the capacity of federal housing agencies, including the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. This agency plays a crucial role in the sector's reforms under the leadership of Dangiwa, who called for innovation to tackle housing challenges despite rising construction costs and low incomes. Recognizing FMB's importance, President Tinubu approved a leadership change in February 2024, appointing Shehu Usman Osidi and 3 other experts to revamp the institution. Osidi, with over 30 years of experience in the banking and housing sectors, was tasked with reforming the bank's operations. He was joined by Ibidapo Odijukon as Executive Director of Finance and Corporate Services, Dr. Muhammad Sani Abdu as Executive Director of Loans and Mortgage Services, and Chinenye Chinedu Anosike as Executive Director of Business Development and Portfolio Management. Now, the Nigerian police on Wednesday arraigned a 64-year-old estate agent Sunday Asibe before the Ebutimeta Chief Magistrate Court in Lagos State for allegedly defrauding a man of 13 million naira under pretense. Asibe, who also goes by the alias John Asibe, is facing 3 counts of fraud, obtaining by pretense and stealing brought against him by the police. The police prosecutor, Inspector Cyricus Osuji, told the court that the defendant committed the offences between February and May 2024. He said the incident took place in the Ngando area of Lagos State. Osuji alleged that the defendant fraudulently obtained the money from one Alhaji Suleiman Bawali under the guise of selling him a plot of land. The prosecutor also told the court that Asibe collected the money in 2 tranches of 8 million naira and 5 million naira respectively. Osuji disclosed that sometime in February, the defendant allegedly stole the sum of 8 million naira from the complainant and promised to sell land to him, which he didn't. However, the defendant, who was arraigned before Magistrate Feyikemi George, pleaded not guilty to the charges. Consequently, Magistrate George granted him bail in the sum of 1 million naira with 2 sureties in like sum. She ordered that the sureties must provide 3 months bank statements showing a balance of 1 million naira and have their addresses verified. The case was adjourned until October 30, 2024 for a mention. On the foreign scene, U.S. Acting Secretary of Housing and Urban Development Andrew Tudman broke ground alongside state and local officials on a Jefferson Park housing revitalization project in a Wednesday ceremony. The groundbreaking initiated a federally funded project by HUD and the Cambridge Housing Authority to develop 278 affordable housing units in Jefferson Park, replacing 175 existing units and adding 103 new units across 2 phases. The affordable housing will be allocated to households earning less than 30% of the area median income, with HUD funds subsidizing costs to lower the average rent to $650 per month. Beyond housing, the revitalization will include community amenities such as a daycare center, 2 Head Start schools, and a food pantry operated by Cambridge Economic Opportunity Committee. Throughout Tuesday's vice presidential debate, Senator J.D. Vance blamed soaring housing costs on a spike in immigration over the past few years, promising that a crackdown on illegal immigration and kicking out illegal immigrants who are competing for these homes would help affordability. That claim has been debunked by economists and housing experts who say that other forces have played a much bigger role in driving up prices and that illegal immigration is not a top reason prices are high. Immigration may be helping to keep rents elevated in some areas, though. Foreign-born workers also make up roughly a third of the construction workforce, a crucial part of the push to build millions of new homes and fix year-long shortages. That means the strict immigration crackdown Vance and former President Donald Trump are proposing could send prices even higher. Now, a New Jersey township that once fought hard against state-mandated affordable housing obligations has reached a deal in court with housing advocates that could clear the way for more than 1,500 new low-priced homes in the community over the next decade. Last month, South Brunswick Township and the Fair Share Housing Center, a non-profit organization that negotiates affordable housing plans with municipalities across the state, reached a settlement in a case that dragged out for nearly a decade. If the agreement is approved by a judge, it will end the protracted legal battle. St. Mary of Redford Parish will become the third parish in the Archdiocese of Detroit to convert an unused school building to housing for low-income residents or those in danger of homelessness. Father Athanasius Fonwout, St. Mary's administrator, is quick to clarify the terminology used to describe their housing project. Father Fonwout said the parish goal is to close on the sale of the former school building to the volunteers of American Michigan in April or May of 2025. Construction should begin in mid-2026, with the first residents moving in about a year or so later. In recent years, other Detroit area parishes have announced similar efforts to transform underutilized real estate into housing and other benefits for the community. More stories on Housing TV News at the top of the hour. Thanks for watching and bye for now.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing TV Africa, on Twitter, Housing TV Africa, Instagram, Housing TV Africa. Join the conversation and keep up with latest housing updates.